What is up, everybody? Welcome to DU Friday Night Live. We are back, and look who else is back. Ryan's back from his busy schedule of photographing weddings and planning his own wedding. So how
Only
you doing,
for
man?
today. I'm
yeah,
good.
dude. You showed me your calendar when I asked you if you're free. Your calendar literally looked like the that sheet that NFL head coaches have with all the plays, with all the different colors for pass plays, run plays, and everything. That was your calendar. But
today was the only day with nothing on it.
Yeah. So, and before we get to how you've been for a while, joining us is good friend of the show and our good friend from All Aboard, also Matt the Rat from DizCore Apparel. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I am Matt the Rat from DizCore Apparel. You can follow me over at DizCore Apparel on Instagram. And also, if you are in the Southern California area, on October 2nd, you want to head to Steelcraft Garden Grove and participate in the off-market mouse. So that has finally come to fruition. I'm throwing an event for people that want Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars stuff, and it's all craft, so it's super awesome. So yeah, it all started with mouse, man. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, if you guys want any really cool metal, punk, and hip hop mashups, head right over there. Am I pointing at it right there?
Yes.
There to go to www.discord.com.
Awesome. And and we'll definitely mention that towards the end of the show again, too. Just a little reminder. So, but going back to you, Ryan, well, before we get to that, welcome everybody to the show. We've been gone for a while, even from the podcast, but we're here. We're going to be going over some of the bigger news coming up over the last week, such as the Genie app that's coming out to Walt Disney World and Disneyland. The brand new Eternals trailer, the new Star Wars Visions trailer. Maybe I'll be able to show that. I'll see. And I kind of want to talk about What If, because we're 2 episodes in. I think it's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys have watched it yet. And but before we get to that, Ryan, have you've been, like I said, you've been busy the last, well, I don't say the month, but before that, but definitely.
Yeah.
So what's been going on, man?
It's wedding season, so I've been working a lot. And I'm planning my wedding. It's in exactly 2 weeks, so it's crunch time. So getting all the little last minute details, plus both of us working, and so it's been a little busy.
So real quick, since clearly in California, it's 90 degrees, or it's just blazing. So I'm assuming since it's wedding season in Canada, where you're at, what is it, 70 degrees, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's great."
I gotta do the.
He's got to do the conversion. Yeah, I would see before he bailed out. I was really getting close. Like he would say, "Oh, it's 20 degrees or 20 whatever here," and I'm like, "Oh, that's 90 here. Cool, I got it now." I totally forgot.
We have to.
It's been about 90 Fahrenheit here.
Really, and it's wedding season for that.
Well, because this is our hottest summer ever. Okay, I'm trying to it's been between 30 and 40 here Celsius. So your 90 is our 32.
Okay.
And then it's been super hot, super hot, super hot. And then today what is this in Fahrenheit today? It dropped to 61 and it's pouring rain.
Oh yeah. We're having the same thing tomorrow. Down in Southern California, it's 75. I'm like, what the hell? It's Robin Williams had a sketch where he was saying where the weatherman during I guess the 2000s. So we've had this issue for quite some time. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He just slaps the sun up. He's like, there, we'll figure it out on the fly, man. We don't know what's happening. So yeah, that is freezing for sure. So yeah, it's I don't know what's going on, man. We're just going crazy with the weather. I know Seattle had it's 100 degrees, and that's completely out of the ordinary for Seattle.
We have the exact same weather as Seattle.
Okay, awesome. That is
gloomy.
That is not. And the thing is, they're not made for they're not AC.
Yeah, no, we don't have AC here. Yeah, so we were
the heat wave is just oh my god.
Yeah, half the house. Half the houses when I lived in Portland had AC, but Jungle Cruiser said that's freezing. You guys already heard that. What's up, Jungle Cruiser? Here in Sacramento, we're really cloudy, but it's basically because there's a fire like far, around here. We're just smoke
Same
covered
here.
right now.
Yeah,
But
we're covered in smoke too.
yeah. But before we get to the news and trailer, Matt, you mentioned you're coming around on a Disney trip. So you want to kind of talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So first and foremost, this is my favorite time to go to Disneyland because not a lot of people are actually at Disneyland, especially in September.
Yeah.
We go in late August, like all the kids are already back in school since August 15th. And it is literally the perfect time to go as a Disney fan because like in Disney's eyes, they're like, it's not officially school season until Labor Day weekend passes. So I still get to go with all like fireworks, all the shows, anything that's happening. I go ahead, I go and I get that full experience. But the moment September hits, it all gets brought down. So going for my son's birthday. So this particular time around, I don't even know if I could ride Rise of the Resistance because I have my son. I don't know the way parent swap works for Rise of the Resistance. I mean, like, not like how boring would that be to be like, we're just gonna make you go wait with the stormtroopers? Like, there's like a 10-minute sequence up until that time. So we're trying to pre-plan the finer details. I'm gonna have to make a phone call or do a little bit of research to see how a parent swap works. This is the first time that Disneyland, I believe, has alcohol in 2 places now, correct? There's the Cantina, and I want to say somewhere in New Orleans.
Blue Bayou.
So, but Blue Bayou, you'd have to sit down. You don't just walk in and grab a drink and get out, right?
Yeah, same thing with Oga's. So you can't take.
I might add, I went to Blue Bayou one time and it was for my birthday and it was awesome. But like I was eating and I was like, oh man, what is happening? So I left and I called my mom and she's like, how was it? You finally got to eat inside Blue Bayou? I go, it was great, but it was like my steak was almost like they cut it right off the cow and was like, here, eat it. She's like, well, what did you order? I go, medium rare. She goes, you're supposed to order medium well. I was like, oh, my bad. So like my steak, like I wasn't used to a steak being that bloody.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what is happening? Why is my steak still moving at me? So,
and I stand corrected. Jump Cruise reminds us that don't forget Club 33 also serves alcohol. So when you get up there, just
when I get up there, when I have $10,000 and I pass a 10-year waiting period, I'll go ahead. I'll have a drink in Club 33, no problem. But nice. It's gonna be interesting. It is for my son. It kind of sucks because when my son turned 2. He really liked the Disney Junior Dance Party, and I trained him. I was like, I'm going to YouTube it. I'm going to get him to watch it. He's going to have a good time. I want him to sing and dance and run up and have a good time as he should. And the pandemic hit. So
of course
he couldn't go when he was 3. So my son has been watching Disney Junior Dance Party for 2 years now. And so like, I was gonna get into one of the parks, but I don't want to get into the finer details. But it's not the same way as getting signed in as it used to be with cast members. So I was like, what? I'm just gonna cough up the money. I'm gonna do a hopper, and I might be stuck doing the Disney Junior Dance Party like 3 or 4 times. So,
well, definitely stream that. But and are you?
It's not for me. It's all for him. So like,
it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Yeah,
people.
like some of the rides, I'm like, oh well, I guess I don't get to ride that. My mom's like, let's do Millennium Falcon. I'm like, you might have to do that on your own. So
nice. And we were kind of talking before we recorded, but are you going to be possibly kind of throwing you under the bus here? But are you possibly do some pin drops or anything?
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I'm just a little scared that, like, look, after that dude was crying on TikTok and was like, I got banned for life from Disney World from drinking from all the fountains. I was like, what?
Dude, that guy
I missed that.
Dude, that guy's the worst, Joey. I'll send you a video of him.
But like, is that really do you ban someone from like drinking?
No, do you watch the YouTubers Best Life and Beyond?
No.
Okay, they do pin drops like all the time in the park. So, and I do pin drops. I know, Joey, we've done
buttons, and you just say, hey, you tease it on Instagram, like, oh, can you find out where I'm at now? And you kind of put it here.
I'll do it. I'm just gonna go up to a random person, just chuck it at their face, and run away.
You might get banned.
Yeah, you might get banned.
If I give to the crowd, no, I wouldn't.
Oh, cool. Well, let's get talking to some of these topics here, and we'll get back to some Disneyland talk because I know I'm going September also. So, but
I'm going November.
we were surprised. Are you guys looking forward to the Eternals coming up? First of all, of course,
Yes.
Ryan's not.
Well, I don't know anything about it, so like I'll
Exactly.
watch it. But
So
it's like Guardians. Like I didn't know anything about it, and I loved it. So
and that's why Guardians are still both Guardians are still my favorite movie because I knew like Star-Lord, I knew of Rocket, but I didn't know like the whole story, and I thought it was like still like one of the funnest movies. But so Eternals has come out with a couple trailers, and it's been they don't really unless you're hardcore with the comics, it's kind of like, oh, what is this? But they just released a brand new trailer yesterday, and it kind of gives you more actual plot point, and it looks really cool. So
Yes.
were you going to say something real quick before?
Yeah. Well, first off, I did know about Guardians before I used to read the comics. And the funniest thing was like, even when we were like, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, like such an underrated comic. And they're like, here's the Guardians. And you're like, that's not the Guardians. Like Star-Lord wasn't part of the original run of the Guardians. So at the end of volume 2, where you have like the crystal looking guy and you have Sylvester Stallone, that's the original team of the Guardians of the Galaxy right there. And technically Yondu was a part of the original Guardians of the Galaxy too. So for that to happen, I was like, oh, so when this Eternals happened, look, I'm at the point where it's kind of like Marvel can almost do no wrong for me. It's like, all right, I guess like we're gonna go into this, so let's just do it. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, cool. And I'm going to show the trailer right now because I think it looks pretty awesome. So here we go. And this one just came out
5 years ago. Thanos erased half of the population of the universe.
I like how Salma
The
Hayek says
people of
Thanos.
this planet brought everyone
That
back
looks like
with
a knockoff
snap of a
Bucky.
finger.
Knockoff what?
Bucky.
Sudden return of the population
Agreed.
That's Rob Stark.
provided the necessary energy for the emergence to begin.
Rob Stark from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I was thinking Stark, like Tony Stark. And like,
I love this visual effect right here. That looks so awesome.
How long do we have?
7 days.
they get a call from the Ring Girl.
Yeah, right.
We're Eternals. We came here 7,000 years ago
Alex knows. He says King of the North. Rob Stark. What's up, Alex?
to protect humans from the deviants.
Superman.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos?
I like this
Or
part
any
right here.
war, all the other terrible things throughout history.
We were instructed not to interfere in any human conflicts unless deviants are involved.
Then I believe we have Galactus, right?
I'm not sure.
I believe that's Galactus.
It's one of the Celestials that they showed in the first
We need to find
Guardians.
the others.
Thanos sends his regards.
Hi.
Hello.
Angelina.
This is what the end of the world looks like. At least we have front row seats.
You know what's never saved the planet? Your sarcasm.
And the ship in the desert.
We have loved these people since the day we arrived. When you love something, you protect it.
Yeah. The old bus and a pedal. I love that Kumal's an Avenger or a Marvel now.
My people finally get some representation.
Any of them.
Is that just Marvel Superman?
Pretty much. What's up, Sasquatch?
I bet you've built the perfect safe house. Well, what's this even made of? Vibranium?
That is not vibranium.
Fall collection. IKEA.
I didn't even know IKEA had collections. I thought it was just like we sell it and then it's not like
Quick shout out to Big Smooth for filling in for me past few weeks.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be back. We're doing the draft here real soon, so
Is there
hopefully
a date for that?
we're working on it. But
I love all the beer that he drinks. I'm just like, I want to try all that beer. That's awesome.
Sasquatch misses you,
I
Ryan.
miss you too, buddy. I miss you too.
Good to know somebody does. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, man.
I didn't want to make a joke about it, but you went there, so I'm gonna be
So,
quiet.
what'd you guys think?
Awesome.
Was that the first time you seen it, or
No.
Yeah, I saw the Instagram version, so
the minute you missed the you got the build up and missed the
yeah,
sauce.
like I'll
So
go
what do you
see it,
think?
but I don't know anything about the peeps, so it looks
Well, you don't have to know everything about every character.
like I don't know like anything, like zero.
Yeah, so just go in and enjoy.
Yeah, I'm going to, but I'm
So-
not like super hyped just because like I'm not like I don't have that build up to anything, but like I'll watch it.
Yeah, cool. What about you, Matt?
I loved it. I thought it was so dope. If there's one thing that really pisses me off when I watch movies, it's crappy CGI.
Yeah.
And going to a
Or
Marvel or
lookers.
Disney movie, like you're never going to get that. Like, and it really, really, really pulls me out of movies when it's bad CGI. It's like you have one job to do and you pay millions of dollars to do it, and you're telling me that's what you came up with. Like, just as long as it has good visual effects, like I'm really all about that. Especially like I wanted to be a director at some point, and I know how much work has to go into everything. And clearly, I'm not a director, but I know people that direct. I know people that write. I know people that are in the industry, and it's a pain in the butt to get something to look really good. And Disney is just light years ahead of everybody, at least 10 years ahead of the competition when it comes to visual effects. So I love the way it looks. Cast members, it's going to be interesting. I want to see who kind of butts heads, who leans on who doesn't like who. So I think it's going to be a very, very interesting and awesome little movie. I think this will be somebody mentioned earlier that it kind of reminds me of Guardians with knowing nothing. And I feel like that's what we're going to get out of this, because
I agree.
it's just not a lot of people know about the Eternals, so it's going to be awesome.
And like I said with Guardians, like I knew like less than a handful of characters, but then watching the movie, you know, the TLC that James Gunn put into it, it's not the best Marvel movie. I still say the Russo brothers movies are the best Marvel movies, but the Guardians are still my favorite just because I went in unknowing. Alex makes a good point here. With 10 characters, there's a lot to build in one movie.
Yeah,
and that kind of goes
kill some people off.
Maybe, yeah. But that kind of goes back to Guardians, where you know they're introducing like what five characters, so they just doubled that with the Eternals.
Yeah.
But he thinks it looks pretty dope.
But I
And
have a
agree.
feeling too is that like all the Eternals clearly come from the same, I guess, like power or however you refer it. So luckily, it's not going to be like we have to explain everybody's backstory. It's they all have the same backstory. They're just different people at different places in time. So if there is one thing that you know, perfect example would have been Independence Day Resurgence. That thing had 6 storylines being told at once, and you're like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah. Pick two. Just pick 2.
Besides, Disney's going to make this movie 2 hours and 45 minutes, so they're going to explain everything they want to explain to begin with. And truth be told, I'm getting sick and tired of these extremely long movies. I'm at the point where I'm like, I want comedies again. Do you guys remember hour and 20-minute comedies? Do you remember that?
I like long movies,
dude. But like something like what is it? A Million Ways to Die in the West. Like that was a 2-hour movie. That did not need to be a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
So I feel
Funny,
like
though.
Man, you need to like sometimes you just need the bare brass and kind of get down straight to the point. Oop, I hit the mic.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
But I think one thing I like those the Eternals. I think it looks amazing. I love the cast. The guy. I don't know. It was kind of loud, but I don't know if you heard me. But the one you said looks like Bucky, Ryan. That's he played Robb Stark in the Game of Thrones, and he's been in other movies. He actually played Prince Charming, I think, in the Cinderella live action remake. Oh, hey, Alex, Free Guy, an hour and 50 minutes.
That was a great movie.
So
Definitely gonna see that. Ryan Reynolds all the way.
Joey, have you seen it?
Not yet. So
It's an awesome movie. You guys will enjoy it.
I'll try to get. I'll get to it soon. So.
And technically, that's a Disney movie, right?
Yeah, because it's on the Fox side of everything. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't want
Okay.
to move on from Free Guy, or we're gonna say some spoil stuff. Let's move on to the Star Wars trailer.
Oh wait, let's see. Oh, I want to see what Doc Brown did with a time machine. So real quick, before they end this on the Eternals, no, I like that. Like in the first trailers, you're like, okay, so where are these guys been sitting around, during the whole Thanos thing, Attack on New York, all these things, but you find out that they're not supposed to act on anything except in these particular creatures called deviants, I guess is what it is, show up. So, but you can see that they feel that weight on the shoulders. But I don't know. I think it looks really cool. Matt, I agree with you. The effects look amazing, and I am on board for this. I cannot wait for this. But we got another trailer, and this is something I'm really looking forward to. There's a Star Wars Visions. They did a anime expo like a month ago, and they kind of did a little more of behind the scenes.
4th of July.
Yeah.
4th
And
of
it
July is always the week of Anime Expo over here in Los Angeles.
And so the cool thing is, because this is something I've been expecting and waiting for. We've been talking about it on our Mando show. But I was kind of worried that it was going to be like Lucasfilm going to anime studios and like, cool, this studio, can you guys do the Battle of Endor? Can you guys do the Trench Run? Can you guys do the Ewoks? And we found out quickly that these are not stories. These are straight up original stories from the storytellers. In like, I think there's 9 episodes and there's 6 different anime houses, which is really cool. So, Jon Snow and Robb Stark are both in Eternals, Game of Thrones characters, Ryan. So,
I've seen Game of Thrones.
Oh, I wasn't sure. So
I've seen some stuff, bro.
I don't like medieval.
That show. I've
it's funny.
Seen it.
I play D&D, but I do not like medieval movies. Don't ask me why that contradicts it is. Yeah, I can't, dude. Like, couldn't do whatever Game of Thrones you guys are talking about. Couldn't do. But the only medieval movie I'll do is A Knight's Tale, man. Some Heath Ledger, bro.
It's a classic rock. But speaking of medieval, which has nothing to do with this animation, let's go to the Star Wars Visions trailer. I don't know. That's just a terrible segue, but I think this looks awesome. So let me know what you guys think. This is not the right video I was looking for. So
love it already.
I thought that was the Visions trailer.
Oh, was it? Well, there was another one that
they do English dub.
Yeah, and I'm just doing that for the
I mean I watch anime, so I love some sub better than dub.
Is that playing or sorry?
I don't see anything.
Okay. I'm in a commercial right now. It's like
it's okay. Is it Jet Dry? I like Jet Dry.
There we go.
A great warrior came to this village.
Oh, let me get this little
and entrusted our
try
I don't want
it. Come on.
I will try it later.
And responsibility now lie with you.
Dope.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I actually hope this kind of music is in it too.
I don't like Lord of the Rings.
At last.
7 Studios. My bad. All right, that's badass.
So excited.
First time I've confronted such darkness.
Slave One. I know you can't say that now, but
Something ancient and
Canceled.
sinister.
all right. Umbrella lightsaber. That's awesome.
We are going to be a proper family.
Let's do it.
Forceと共にあらんこと。
Wow. Light speed. That was awesome.
I accept this
That
responsibility.
looks like an anime film. I'm curious as to if this is actually going to count as like legit continuity, because that's all of a sudden, like once Disney took over everything, like everything is lightsaber whip, lightsaber this, like so I'm just like, oh, like I thought lightsabers were only lightsabers, but I guess you could use a kyber crystal and however you can manipulate it. I'm like, outside of DBZ, but this is bad. Yeah,
it does. And of course, I got to ask, what do you think, Ryan?
Looks stupid.
Oh my god, dude.
It looks so bad.
Come on, seriously.
I don't like anime at all, and it looks goofy.
Broaden your horizon. You're broadening your horizons, man. I don't know. Is that?
I watched the trailer.
Okay.
I was
well, you're
bored.
forced to.
Yeah. Well, I watched it before. Like I watched it before the show when it came out. It's not.
So if the art, so if it was still the same story but live.
No, I'm not. I can't get sucked into like cartoon Star Wars. Like I can't get sucked into a real cartoon.
It's like no Rebels.
No, like I watched half of it and it was good, but it's just like hard for me to concentrate when it's cartoons.
Fair enough. So no Rick and Morty?
I've seen a couple episodes, but like if I was like partying a little bit, maybe, you know what I mean, and watching it.
Okay.
Like I like South Park because like you don't have to focus on it. Like you can just enjoy it and just like, because like Star Wars, it's like it's a story. Like South Park, I know it's a story, but it's like, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, dude, they totally like put a turkey up their butt and then poop out of their mouth. Like
exactly, like that. I can watch.
What is going on with the show?
Like that I can like, but this, what I like about it is, in all fairness, is like anime is literally the perfect combination with this particular story, only because it's already hyper realistic as it is. You have these people that are clearly jumping God knows how high into the sky and using swords at crazy abilities, slowing down stuff. Clearly you have the guy that's like slowed down the lightsaber with the force. And I think that's why I thoroughly enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, I do like anime. That doesn't mean I like all anime. Like I don't live and breathe anime. I have definitely seen animes that are like, wow, this sucks. And it happens. Like good storytelling is good storytelling, and bad storytelling is bad storytelling. So, and even not poo-pooing on Ryan's opinion. I'm just saying I think this is a great idea, and I think they really hit it in the correct ballpark to add whatever stories these are to this particular animation.
Yeah, because from what I heard, they've even said, and we're in that age of like everything is like, oh, it's got to be canon, it's got to be canon. But even Lucasfilm is like, do your story. It's not canon, but just do it and enjoy. In which I think that's what's right. You know, that's the right way to do it. I think it looks amazing. I'm not a huge anime fan, but I do appreciate a lot of the stuff. And even that it looks like they're even doing their own Star Wars version of Astro Boy, which is one of the longest older anime characters. And the one scene that really, there's so many scenes that just like that, like I would just like gravitate to. I mean, that lightsaber umbrella spinny thing was pretty awesome, but that one, it looked like a kid was riding a speeder over ice, and just like jumps on the speeder, then starts running, sliding. That was awesome. But yeah, I cannot wait. But and you know, some of our watchers and people listening think it looks good too. So very cool. And sticking with the animated storyline that Ryan loves so much, have you guys been watching What If? The Marvel's What If?
I saw the first episode.
And what'd you think?
It was just kind of like, okay. Like it's not that it was bad, but it's just like, okay, well, like that's a cool story. It wasn't like how like when I watched Loki, I was like, dude, I like poo-pooed myself. I was like, oh my God.
Like and good or bad?
My jaw hit the floor. I was just like, dude, like this is insane. This is insane where we're going and what we're doing. And I really was, I guess I was expecting more, but it did what it said it was going to do. It's like, here's an alternate universe where what if this person got that? And that's what what ifs are just random ones. So I guess I expected to be like surprised, but I was just like, oh yeah, this is a one-off. So I guess underwhelming. I guess I kind of hyped myself up. Just Howard the Duck is canon. I guess I just hyped myself up a little bit too much for it. Not that it's bad, not that it's bad animation, not that it's bad storytelling. It's just
not what you expected.
Yeah, exactly. I literally got my food lukewarm. I was like, oh yeah, that's food. I'll eat it, but I wish it was a little hotter.
So
It's
it
like
was,
getting a baguette when you're expecting a beignet.
Oh hey, dude. We don't talk about that.
nice.
You want to explain the story?
Oh, we
We've done
have.
it. We've
We
done
Oh,
it.
you have? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did it on our trip report. So
Hey, so with that, but I never got to ask you guys, was it just as good when you guys got back to the hotel with it?
of course.
Oh, okay, good. Ryan begs to differ.
I don't remember.
It's because Joey ate it. You didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Joey just ate all of it.
I think you
Especially
took
after
them for your drive home.
Especially
possibly.
no, they're in the hotel.
Oh, I don't know. I ate so much like that 10-day span. I don't.
Oh,
all
it was
there.
awesome. I mean, we ate a lot alone just amongst us.
Yeah,
And
they
I
were
had,
very
like, 3
good,
of those meals a day
especially
for,
after
like,
the
2
2
weeks.
shots of tequila. Let's see. Those are what if stories are awesome. I agree. I like it. I think the animation is really cool. And what was that?
What was episode 2's what if?
It was awesome. It was what if T'Challa became Star-Lord.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It is really
does the
good.
dad come down and like does he like hook up with T'Challa's mom?
No. So well, real quick, let me go start with the Agent Carter one real quick. No, because I love Peggy Carter as a character. I love the show, the one shot, and so it's kind of cool. And I'm glad that they're getting most of the voices back. So, but one of the things I liked was they did they kind of did the iconic scenes from the first Avengers.
Yes.
Very
Bucky
cool.
doesn't get his arm ripped off, and he's like, "You
But they
almost
joke
ripped off
about
my
it.
arm."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I thought it was a good episode, and I thought the action was really good. The second episode was amazing, in my opinion, and it starts off. And I don't want if you haven't seen it yet, don't listen right now. I don't want to do too many spoilers, but no, basically, T'Challa is a kid. It starts off where he's a kid, and actually, it starts off where we first introduced to Peter Quill. When he's trying to get the orb.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Guardians. And the character that was like, after they're trying to get the orb also, and
yeah.
He's like, "Don't you know me?" He's like, "I'm Star-Lord, man." He's like, "Who?" But this time, people know Star-Lord, so he's like, "Oh my God, you're Star-Lord!" but then it goes back to like when he was a kid, and he's being taught from his father, and he doesn't understand because he doesn't want to live in the bubble of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Then he kind of makes his way out of the bubble. And he gets picked up. So instead,
you don't do then, yeah.
So in Guardians, the first movie, the ship picked up Peter, and Yondu was in that ship.
Yes.
But slight things in this multiverse that we have, and he didn't go, but he said Kraglin and Taserface to pick up a human, and they picked up T'Challa instead because the vibranium equaled up to the celestial boundary that was in Peter Quill. And stuff, but it's funny because they're like, he's like, he does not look like Peter. How can you mistake him? And they're like, he's got the 2 sea holes, the 2 ear holes, and the 1 eat hole.
I know. I want to see it. That sounds fun.
And Taserface is like, all humans look alike to me. But then it goes on. It is a great story, cool. And you like Alex said, you do see Howard the Duck. So, I don't want to. Thanos is around, and he's a Ravager. So
interesting. Nebula. Oh, interesting. And they're both blue. That's cool. Real quick side tangent. I actually thought Star Wars Visions was going to be. Dark Horse did a comic called Star Wars Visions, and it was 3 stories, and basically done by 3 different artists and 3 different writers. And I think the first one was what if Luke missed when he shot it's not proton cannons, or what was it? Right?
Yeah, the proton torpedoes.
Torpedoes. And then number 2 was what if Luke never made it to the Dagobah system? And then I forgot what the third one was. I think it was like what if the Ewoks didn't win or something. So it was cool little like the way they explained it on the back of the book is like one little thing can throw this entire thing off. Like you have to understand that the first 3 trilogies, like everything was literally perfect timing, perfect place. No matter how bad things got, it always ended up being good. Something good happened. So they're like, what if we just change these little things? And great stories, amazing comic book, highly suggest reading it. So yeah, that's what I was expecting when they're like Star Wars Visions. I was like, yeah, I was like, we're doing another What If too. And then I was like, this is not a What If. This is not it.
I feel like I've seen at least the first part. The what if Luke missed, because I remember the guy that did hit it, they still blew up the Death Star, right? But he became like kind of like big headed and
no, I want to say he missed and they just like slightly damaged it, so like the Death Star was still able to destroy the planet that they were going for, and like a whole bunch of I think that technically like ruined the Rebel Alliance or something like that, dude. It was just it was crazy. Like, I highly suggest reading that comic. Like, if you're just a Star Wars fan, like, it's well worth having that in your arsenal somewhere to read. Like, it's so freaking awesome. But yeah, that's. I'm curious with the What Ifs. I know we have. How many episodes do we have of What If? How many are going to come out?
I think there's like
4 issues. So that's why I'm curious if they're going to only do 4 episodes.
I think it's 12. I think, I'm not sure. Sasquatch wants to know if you like the Bad Batch. You didn't watch the Bad Batch, did you?
Didn't even turn it on.
I didn't watch it either.
I'm gonna try to watch Clone Wars.
I tried.
I know there's lots of story there that like helps.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
And if you don't like animation, I mean, but you want to get to certain story points, I can even point out the ones I think you will like. The finale is amazing. It's one of the best Star Wars anything that's ever been done, in my opinion.
Like the one they just redid like last year.
Yeah, but the finale, there's a 4-story arc that it focuses with Ahsoka, but it goes alongside like Order 66 and where certain events are happening during Revenge of the Sith.
Interesting.
So, very cool. But yeah, well now, you know, I should have seen how many episodes of What If there are, but I think there's like 10 or 12. It goes up to the end of September or the beginning of October.
Okay, cool. I think. Excited.
But speaking of excited, because you know we're all going to get our magic keys at the end of the month, right? Right? No?
Oh,
maybe?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I love the magic. Okay, I haven't been on. Let me just quickly. Can I just say something about Magic Key?
Yes.
It is an amazing deal.
Sorry, I was having fun with the mute button. So go ahead.
It's amazing. I love what they did. It's cheap. It's affordable. I know prices are going to go up eventually, but
which one are you going to get?
Not the top tier, but the one below that.
Okay,
so Ariel and I are both getting
the Believe.
Those. Yeah, in 5 days, I guess we're getting those.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to get. I was going to get the one that was Enchanted, the second one, because it was really similar to like the Flex Pass, but the blackout day. Yeah, so I'm like, you know what, I make more money than I did before, so I'm like, I'm just going to get the Believe. I don't need the full one, but I'll get the Believe one.
I feel like the second to the bottom one is the one you really want.
Well, is that the SoCal one, or
that's the one? That's the one where you only have 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Like, look, all I'm gonna tell you guys is so excited that something is coming out, but like, really break down the math as to how much you're paying for that ticket versus how much you'd be paying if you went on your own, and like figure all that out first.
Oh yeah, we did.
I was like, I looked at it, I was like, and then maybe because of the parking pass, it might be worth it to get that top one. So that's always the issue. But
I never drive, so that's what it doesn't matter.
You're like, I don't care. I'll walk right across the street from the
and he has me pick him up from LAX in the middle of rush hour.
Exactly.
Matt, I got an exclusive question from our friend Sasquatch.
What's up, Matt?
I
need that Deftones White Pony and Bullseye crossover. Interesting.
Like, no.
I'm not saying no. I'm trying to envision it because technically, I guess Bullseye would. You could see the silhouette of Bullseye and understand what it is. What would we call it though? Like you call it Bullseye. You can't call it White Pony. Maybe like Run Like the Wind. Bullseye Run Like the Wind. Maybe. Like I'd really have to sit there and I'd have to think about it. Some of some fun ones that we're doing. I kind of wanted to do a Slipknot one at some point, but I think that's just nearly impossible for me to do 8 people within it. I think
Do the Eternals.
well, fair enough. What I am thinking of doing a Megadeth one, and it's gonna, instead of peace sells but who's buying, it's gonna say churros sells but who's buying, and it's gonna have Mickey Mouse with a churro in front of the castle. So there's some more metal ones, but new metal, huh? Deftones. I wonder what I can do with
From
Deftones.
Sacramento.
I'll little man, I really hope nobody I mean, sorry, I didn't cuss. I really hope nobody steals any of these ideas that I'm saying out loud. One of the ones that I want to create is a set of Metallica Ride the Lightning. It's Tower of Terror. It's Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and instead of the chair, the electric chair, it's the elevator, and the lightning's going to be hitting.
Oh, that's sweet.
So seriously hope no one's watching this, because I have had people that like are following my Instagram, and out of nowhere, like I'm following them back and they're putting out stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting that you put that out right after you started following me. So so hopefully
watch where you share your ideas. I was listening to the Entourage podcast, and they're always talking about like, oh, I got this idea for an episode, I got this idea for this and this and this, and they're like, I can't take your ideas, because if I do it, then you're going to come back and sue me for that idea.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully.
Still waiting on that NWA crossover.
Oh, dude, that's in the works. There's a lot in the works. There's a lot. I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Once again, it's not a matter of when. It's it's not a matter of how. It's a matter of when.
Yeah, I know you got some busy stuff coming out. We'll let you share some of that. So
I need to tell you guys this, man. Hip hop don't sell, man. Like Toy Conia and Toy Conia and the Notorious Poo, I still have a lot of. Yeah. But Mouse Biscuits, Ursula, I haven't even technically released Ursula, and I made quite a bit of sales with that. And Iron Duck's almost completely gone, and I just got a consignment deal with a very huge record/skateboard shop in Fullerton, which is right down the street from Disneyland.
Yeah, nice. That's where Lynn's lives.
What's up, Lynn's?
So yeah, it's there are a lot of other things like going into play now, and I'm like, what do I do? How do I do? Like, and everybody's like, you've done this before. I'm like, this is my first year. I feel like Joe Dirt. I'm new here. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, so yeah, it's all a matter of when. Like, maybe if I could get that skate shop to exclusively release the DWA, I think if I could get away with that,
that'd be cool.
I
know we went on a little side tangent. We'll talk more about some of your releases coming out real soon. But one thing, after Magic Key came out, we're wondering like, what's happening with Max Pass, what's happening in Fast Pass, and we found out just a few days ago that we are getting the Genie program, Genie and Genie Plus, and I was at D23 2-3 years ago, and they actually announced this there, and but it was only supposed to be at Disney World, not Disneyland at all, because that year, and it was the year Guardians opened, Max Pass also was presented at Disneyland. So you know what? I'm hearing the audio, so I know you guys don't hear it, so let me get this down. But we found out yesterday that it's going to be at both parks. So, first of all, what are your thoughts? I'll start with you, Matt. Sorry, I'm just kind of fast forwarding the video.
Does nobody feel like Disney just wants like more and more money every time I walk into the park? Like, I feel like it's like every time I go in, they're like, "Oh, by the way, did you breathe our air? We're gonna have to charge you $25 for that." And I'm just like, "Come on, bro!" Like. They're like, but we made water bottle dispensers for you guys now. It's like, you're still taking a lot of my money. So if it was all free, I'd be happier. But because there's like a bonus and what is it? It's $25 a person. Like Max Pass was only what, $5? I want to say.
No, Max Pass made it up to 20.
Yeah, this is 20. This is the same
And
price as Max Pass.
Okay.
Yes. So this is going to be $15 at Walt Disney World and 20 at Disneyland.
I swore I read 25. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
Like,
yeah, so it's going to be
parking $25.
Well, it's $30 per main attraction.
yeah, and that's an option though.
Yeah.
It's not
Well, it's all an option.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to get it, but you can.
Yeah.
So the app itself, they're going to roll out the Genie app in the fall, and I'll go back to that in a little bit. But so it's free, and it's going to be in with the regular Disneyland and Disney World My Experience app. So through the Genie, that's what you're going to have to be doing. That's how you make your reservations for restaurants. That's how you kind of check. What's up? Is it up already?
No, I was just showing my Disney app.
Oh, that's your
nice.
credit card number.
I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
I'm ready, Freddie.
So and that's how you're going to, and then you can also personalize it. So you can you put up what you're into, your likes and dislikes, and then they'll let you know when certain things are ready or
Short wait times. Oh man, there's thousands of other people that are saying the same exact thing in the app right now. Who would have guessed it?
exactly.
But like it says like in your area, I guess it's really it seems really advanced. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, but for the Disneyland part,
Ryan, that's the thing. He's like, I don't think they can pull it off.
because for the Disneyland part of it, this is pretty much exactly what Max Pass was. Same price. You're gonna, and you could get one fast pass at a time, but it doesn't look like they run out so far from what there hasn't been too many details mentioned yet, but I'm sure those will be rolling out over the next couple weeks as we get closer. But in Florida, they didn't have where you would set your fast pass like 90 days in advance, but not so much. But now this is the first time you got to pay for it. So that I don't know why they're doing 15, but maybe because
they said because that it's new there, so they don't want to like freak everyone out at $20. But we've already been at 20, so we should be used to it. That's what I forget the guy's name.
It's like a
that was on
drug dealer,
Fish Bake.
dude. It's like a drug dealer. They give you a discount. They give you a taste, and then you have to pay full price on the next one, man. I feel like you know
everything
that meme?
about it except for the Radiator Springs, and I forget what other. I'm sure Rise.
Yeah, so
maybe like an extra $30 on top of the 20.
Yeah,
And
so right now
that's
the only rides right now, and I mean the thing hasn't really been rolled out yet, but the only rides that have been mentioned have been Haunted Mansion, Rise, and Big Thunder Mountain.
Pirates.
I don't think so.
I thought I saw
Pirates is never more than like even Pirates outside. You're like, that's a long line. They're like 25 minutes. You're like, okay.
Yeah,
And then you go and you do it. Like, how about Jones? How about Indiana Jones?
Yeah, exactly. Space
dude.
Mountain.
Yeah, Space Mountain. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to be on that helicopter pad up top, dude. That's
Well, they have the new indoor queue at least. We were in that when we were there in June. So,
oh, really? Is it where the helicopter pad is, or no?
it's where the arcade was, the Starcade, the
so
second
the
level.
to go in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you get to see the X-wing that's there now? Because it's been just hanging up there and nobody.
They have a satellite looking thing.
Okay. Oh.
But I was playing the Disney Play Space Mountain game where you can build your own rocket ship and race.
Oh, it's fun.
Alex says they said there are going to be 40 rides at Walt Disney World and 15 at Disneyland Resort.
That's not a lot.
So, and I mean, that's just rolling out. I'm sure they got to work out bugs, so they don't want to totally blow it up right now.
Look, all I'm saying is Disneyland, when it was just Disneyland, used to choose. I feel like the meme where like, you know, the grandma and like she's like, Disneyland used to cost $25, and like the daughters, like granddaughter's like, yeah, grandma, whatever you say. Like, that's what I feel like. I remember when California Adventure first opened, and like as a California resident, you had to pay you paid $25. You could choose what park you wanted to go into. And I remember I went up, I was like, $25, sir. And he looked at me, 13-year-old. I was probably like 4 foot nothing then. Now I'm 5'1" as a 30-year-old. He was like, how do I know you're a California resident? And I was like, I live here. And he was like, you don't have ID. And I was like, He's like, what's your area code at 90638? He's like, that sounds like a California. All right, come on. I was like, oh, I only have $25, dude. My parents already dropped me off and left. There's no cell phones. You gotta let me in, bro. Like,
I don't want to ride the bus.
like,
No, the sad thing is, oh my god, I remember when tickets were $25.
What I'm saying, dude, I don't know, man. Like, even this is the first time I've ever paid for a hopper at $180, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, so Sasquatch says that might sound like a annual pass hole. We that's a term we like to use here, but I don't like the reservation system. I like those random let's just go moments.
I agree.
Get right now,
110%. I agree. I think this whole and see here's the thing. Like even right now, I have a Knott's annual pass, and my thing is, I'm the type of person where I go to all you can eat buffet and I'm like, bro, how much was this? And they're like $30. I go, you got to go back at least 4 times. And then you got your money's worth for that $30 because that's under $10 a plate. So I'm the type of person where like, if I had that top tier, like 1,300, I'd be like, yo, we're living in Disneyland. Like, you have a birthday? We're going to Disneyland. Oh, you sneezed the wrong way? We're going to Disneyland.
You have an unbirthday?
Yeah, you have an unbirthday? We're going to Disneyland. Like, I would milk
What a small world it is.
I would milk it to the most that I could because I know how much money I invested in it and how much money I should get out of it. And that's why I really don't like the Magic Key. I'm really glad that they have an annual pass again, but I actually feel that they're limiting people now.
Yeah, I really like it because I have to really plan when I go. Like I have to book a flight and I need to make sure I'm gonna get in the park that day.
Like, and that's what I was gonna say too. I was gonna agree with that 100% because even I'm 6 hours away, but you still gotta. All right, am I flying? Am I driving? All right, what hotel am I doing? When am I doing this? So the reservation. Then that's why I love the Flex Pass when it came out because for us non-locals it was perfect and it was easy to set up those dates and everything, but I could totally see where the local crowd is like, dude, this sucks, we're screwed, we've been
I'm the local crowd, dude, so stay out of my Disney.
I don't think there's going to be that many days where it's booked up completely. I think we'll still be able to be like, get off work and be like, oh, okay, let's just go. I think it's going to be very rare, like maybe Christmas Day it's going to be booked up, New Year's Eve, like Halloween, like the main days that it's already packed. Like I think that's the only time you might have a problem, but I think other than that, you're gonna be able to just like, oh, let's just go. There's a spot. Let's just go.
So it'll be. I understand why people.
Thank you, sir.
2 hours. Yeah, exactly. I'm spoiled. So, what I will say is that probably. Once October hits, you guys, it's going to be hell in a handbag all the way till New Year's. And then it dies down in January. My best suggestion for any of you guys, September and January is the time to go. Do you get the full experience? Do you get all the fireworks and everything? No. If you do the weekend, you'll at least get the fireworks.
But that's when Ryan hates to go because he misses out on regular Haunted Mansion.
No, September, I'd find is the worst month to go. I find it the busiest and the hottest. And I've been at like every month of the year.
That's untrue though, because that's our lowest count of participants there. Because all the kids
maybe it's just like the days I've been in September.
Are you going
it's just
on
like
Sunday.
I usually go when I go to Disneyland. It's usually like Sunday to Saturday.
Sunday to Saturday, so for like a full week.
Yeah, usually because it's we got to pay for flights and stuff. And
during Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, you're telling me it's packed.
Yeah, September. I probably won't. I only go in September now because it's like my birthday and my girl's birthday. So that's why we go. But I always find September to be the hottest and the busiest.
Message me next time you go.
Okay. next year, September, I'll go. This year we're gonna do November.
Yeah, because I mean, like literally, they even have it like they give you like a roll sheet and they tell you like how many people are expected to be there. And all the show times and everything. You could actually ask a cast member like, hey, if they don't know, they have like a little roll sheet that they'll give them every day. So September and January are actually the least price because you have spring break, hell in a handbag, summertime, hell in a handbag, and October all the way to literally New Year's, hell in a handbag because all the kids are on their Christmas breaks. So I'm surprised that you've had it busy in September.
Yeah, busy and hot. But so we're in November this year, last week in November for like 3 days just because like we want to go, and then we're gonna do our honeymoon first week of February. So
Nice.
Awesome.
With your magic key.
yes,
That's the other thing too. Like, pay for a hopper pass. That's already 180 down on a weekend for that magic key. So that'll definitely put a nice little dent in whatever plan you can do. I am glad that they're still at least doing the payment plans.
Yeah,
Like,
me
you
too.
don't have to pay it up front. That is one thing that I will
Not
say.
for
I'm like,
me.
oh yeah, dude, awesome.
I know a lot of people, even friends that I know up here, but they're like, they cannot do the payment plan because that's ruining everything. And it's like, well, it's still
payment
not.
plan not for everyone though. It's just California
Yeah.
residents, right? So I can't do it.
Yeah.
You don't know, say.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Come on, man. We were at a Mexican restaurant for like over an hour. You should have picked up on that.
No,
So,
he's like,
I tried to share this.
I was too busy stuffing my face and thinking of baguettes.
He was like, why did he buy us bread?
We're so confused, man.
Why was he so nice about it? Why is he enthusiastic? Why did he say Fruity Pebbles were on it? Makes no sense. What I will say is, man, dude, you know what? I've been spoiled though, dude. I know cast members, and like I've always been just like, hey, sign me in, and like now they're like used to get hopper passes. They limited the cast members to used to have 16 days you could get people in. They gave them 3 days now.
Yeah.
And on top of it, they have to make a reservation too, and they're blacked out, and it's not a hopper. You could either choose California Adventure or you could choose Disneyland.
Yeah, my niece is doing that still. They've been blacked out forever in Disney World, and they're hoping they can get over here in November. Real quick, Alex shared this with me. I tried to share it on the screen, but I can only share video files. But he had this meme of Genie. See if I can. I'm not free.
That's a good one.
So so it's $20 at Disneyland per ticket per day. They haven't really announced if they're doing a like you can do it used to be like $75 to add it to your annual pass, but I don't think they've announced
I think they'll
like
get
that.
around to it.
Yeah.
Are they going to charge me as well for sitting down in the restaurants?
Possibly.
If you order food.
I'm just saying, man. I just feel like it's like, oh, dude, like everything you do there. Oh, you want to use our restrooms? That's an additional $20. We got to make up for lost time, guys. We had a whole year where we weren't in operation. I had a whole year where I wasn't working. Like,
yeah,
we all suffered. Like, now you want us to make. And that was the one thing that, you know what, my buddy did say when Disneyland reopened. They're like, oh, only to California residents. And they're encouraging California to come to Disneyland. And it was like, weren't you the guys that canceled our pass? Like, you canceled the California resident pass, and now you want us to save you? Oh no, man. So,
but they made you a legacy pass.
Oh gosh, dude. You know, there's a lot that I just felt like it's just, I love Disneyland. Don't get me wrong. I love and adore Disneyland. I think it's my pride and joy. It's my go-to. It's my happy place. You know what I mean? And now I'm just like, bro, you guys are killing me with payments, dude. Like, I'll sign my soul away if I could just get in for free. Just take it. Like,
when you mentioned the bathrooms, I just pictured, because everything is on your tickets on the pass now. It's like all I pictured is like you're in Tortilla Joe's to go to the bathroom, and you can't go in the bathroom till you scan your phone into the door and bloop.
And even then, you're like trying to rush behind like the next guy, like the New York subway. You're like,
Exactly.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad for everyone. I guess I am being selfish, unfortunately, since I do live 45 minutes away from the place. So
first world problem.
I've had. Yeah, exactly.
See what's going on in the world right now, man. Just relax.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I don't want to get into it.
Relax. Pay your $20. Get your churro and. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. You got a swift kick to the butt, and then you're like, you're gonna thank us. It's like, what do you mean? Like, you're making me pay so much money. Say thank you. Okay, I'm sorry.
But I'm sure we'll get more details on Genie and Genie Plus rolling out in the next couple of weeks.
Do you feel like if you have an annual pass, they'll give you a discount with that?
No,
not at the beginning. I think they'll do like what Joey was saying, like maybe in a few months they'll be like, okay, $100 and you can have it for the year.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
And then maybe a discount on the premium rides on top of that, possibly.
Yeah, and it just sucks because Christy, she got the year they rolled out Max Pass, she got it for her signature pass, and the people that had the signature pass that got Max Pass were grandfathered in as long as they did Max Pass. So if the prices went up, because at the time, I think it was only $50 to add it to your annual pass, and then they moved it up to $75. But she was grandfathered in at that $50 price. But now that so she got kind of screwed out of that now, and a lot of people, so it kind of sucks on that. But, oh yeah, dude, have a great night. And thanks for chatting, Sasquatch. Talk to you later, buddy.
Have a good one.
But yeah, I'm good with a $20 a day pass, because as long as you get on the ride you want to get on and you get unlimited photo passes, and those are, I think that kind of equals up. But
that was pretty cool. I did like that, where it was like, hey man, unlimited photo. I was like, yo, you know what? Like that would actually make me want to take pictures more there.
Yeah.
That's probably where they lack most as well. They probably take so many pictures throughout the day, and like, I imagine it's only out of towners that are doing it. I had an annual pass. I was like, what for? Selfie. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, that's why at Disney World is cheaper, because they don't get the photo pass. It's still $80 a day for them.
Exactly, because they have a different style of photo pass. Like they have animated photos and videos. It was really cool though. But yeah, I saw that. So
they're NFTs of your photos. You're like, oh, I could see it. Haha.
Exactly, pretty much. But yeah, I guess we'll like I said, we'll hear more about it. But is there anything else? Anything guys popped up that you guys did this or caught your eye or over the last week or so?
With Disney?
Or Disney, anything?
No. I mean, no.
You're down there, so you hear more than we do probably.
A lot of the Californians are complaining. I'm probably not the only unpopular opinion. I mean, at this point, it's just like people are going to do what they're going to do. They want their Disney either way.
Like every year when they would jack up the price on, I'm tired of all this price hikes, but they would still get it. So
that's a banda playing in the background. That's a banda playing. I'm like, I hear something. What am I hearing? And then finally, I was like, okay. Yeah. But yeah, no, I haven't heard anything. I'll give you guys a nice little report on what happens when I go to Disneyland.
I'll have you on the show.
I might be like Lewis Black and just be like, why did they do any of that? Like, I'm sure that'll be me when I come back. But it's
thanks, San Francisco. You ruined pizza.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But the pin idea, I'm definitely gonna do. Sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I've done it with buttons, and I have friends that are artists. Buddy's a tattoo artist. I have artist friends, and they do little videos of them putting it like in somewhere, and then they said, all you got to do is just, if you find it, just tag me and stuff like that, and it's fun. It's a little scavenger hunt. So
yeah, I'll probably do it. Let's see, I could do the ghost one at the Haunted Mansion. Clearly, I could do the Mickey Mouse one, maybe somewhere in Toontown if it's even open by now. I could do the Buzz Lightyear one at Buzz Lightyear, and what's the last one that I did? Social Silly Symphony. Where would Silly Symphony? Oh, when I make my way to California Adventure.
The swings.
Yeah, the swings.
I still got to get that pin, by the way.
I'll do it. I'll have to get like a little tiny post-it note, and I'll write tag me.
Yeah, I've seen them put them in like just little Ziplocs and with like your Instagram, but before we go though, I know you have a couple new designs that just recently came out or that you're advertising, and let us know what's going on in the near future with DizCore.
Okay, so currently right now, Ursula Sing My Darling will be dropping, which is a Little Mermaid mashup with the Misfits. It's super fun design. Whoever wants it, if you like Little Mermaid, go ahead and snag it up. It's printed on Tooltex, so it's actually an even lighter cotton shirt. So Ryan would like freeze to death in it if you were to wear it.
Okay, well, I'm not ordering that one.
So we have that one, and that's going to be dropping next Friday. And originally, I was going to release. So the original plan for Nightmare Before Christmas AFI was to release like September 17th. And the reason why is because it's the first day of it's fall.
Yeah.
That's when the season changes. And I guess I put a vote to it, and people were like, no, wait till the off-market mouse. So I'm going to wait till October 2nd. And I'm releasing that. I might just do it on Friday, October 1st, and then you can get it the next day at the off-market mouse. But so I'm also doing. So that's a Nightmare Before Christmas AFI. That is the album All Hallows EP. Amazing, awesome album. If you're like super into punk rock and you like fall, you definitely want to do that. And then I don't know what the winner's gonna tell for us. I have to cross this this hill with the off-market mouse. So if you guys live in the Southern California area, make sure to follow the off-market mouse. I didn't even realize that the acronym was TOM. So I think it might be Tom the Mouse is our mascot now. So you'll know exactly what the off-market mouse is. You'll see a super shady looking Mickey Mouse that has like a trench coat. And it says the off-market mouse on the inside. And I intentionally told Ty, the colorblind artist, the guy that does everything for DizCore, I go, bro, I need like, I want like, you remember like back in the day where like there's always that guy with like he had the watches. He's like, hey man, you need some Rolexes, or like, hey man, you want to buy some drugs? I was like, that's what I want like my Mickey Mouse to look like. And he sent it back to me originally, and I was like, that looks. It's just Mickey Mouse in a trench coat. And I was like, I go, dude, you got to change the color of the Mickey Mouse. So he changed the color of the Mickey Mouse, and he put him in Converse. I was like, oh, that's cool. I go, that color of the Converse, I like that. Make that his pants too. So he made the pants. And my good buddy Sean was like,
that now.
He goes, hey, instead of circular buttons, do a square button. I was like, that's a great idea, man. We got to make this as janky looking as possible. And then he added like all the scruff on him and just the cherry on top. I was like, it looks like it, but it looks too dead on. And he goes, what if I gave him looking at you like, hey, and like gave him like eyelids like halfway open? I was like, that's the off-market mouse, man. So
nice.
Disney vendors, Marvel vendors, and Star Wars vendors, everybody that puts out independent stuff that does something similar to me, whether they're custom Mickey ears, pins, whatever it may be. They're going to be selling it there. And on top of it, the great thing about this place is that it has a brewery there. It has food there. It has coffee there. It has donuts there. It has everything under the sun. So they were nice enough to accept the off-market mouse there. So this will either be once or twice a year. My goal was basically like, I'm never going to get into D23. I'm never going to sell my stuff at D23. So let me make my own D23. And I created the off-market mouse.
Oh, you got Alex with brewery. So
brewery, yes.
And you got me with brewery too. So
it's called Beechwood Brewery. Very delicious beers that they have there. I had a Pilsner there, and I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was. I was like, Jesus, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
when we're going for the Oogie Boogie Bash, we're going specifically for the bash. So the Saturday before, we're just going Anaheim brewery hopping. I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good. I'll be there. I have to.
He knows them. He knows them. Of course, Alex knows them.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's going to be super interesting. It's going to be super awesome, and I'm going to be pushing really hard in September to just advertise and whatnot. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Well, that's cool, and we'll definitely kind of help. Spread out, help the signal out. So we'll be spreading. So, and when you're ready to announce some of your winter stuff after fall, you're more than welcome. Your family, dude. So
yeah, no worries, man. Whenever you guys need me on, I'll be here. If you need a third person, I'm here. Although technically I quit podcasting.
Well, this is YouTube. This streaming is different.
yeah, it's different.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Well, cool. And one more time, do you want to let our friend? I'm going to pop the website, but where they can find you at on the socials.
There we go. www.DizCore, DizCore.com. DizCore, man, where music and Disney collide. Get it, son.
Nice. Well, thanks, Matt. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for this was fun. So, and Ryan, nice seeing you again.
I'll be back
in
two
your
more
in
weeks.
your little break.
Hey,
Seriously,
whenever you guys want a nice little haunted episode, I'll be here for some stories.
Oh
for
yeah,
you
we're
guys.
doing. I'm trying to plan some Halloween stuff. So
Cool.
let me just get through these next 2 weeks, and then I know we're talking, Matt, about something possibly maybe, and we got Halloween shows. Just give me 2 more weeks, guys. Just 2 more weeks.
and yeah, we're planning a lot of stuff with this YouTube. So for those who are watching live or not live, if you don't yet, hit our subscribe button. If you like this video, punch that. Smash the like button. Sorry, I got to get that terminology down. It just helps people find us, and we're still doing that little Raffy, my little Raffy. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. So, Alex,
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, we're doing the raffle for the Blu-rays. I'm going to post that eventually on Instagram. So check it out there. I don't have. I got the movies here, except Soul. It's still missing, but these will be up for raffle.
And then Joey has my map still.
Yes, those are going out this weekend. They're going out this weekend because I got beers I got to send to our one of our DU crew members, Mike, who just celebrated a birthday the other day at Disneyland.
Birthday.
So happy birthday, Mike! Shout out, buddy. Hope you had a great
Mike
time.
Wazowski.
I know you had a great time because you were you're posting some amazing photos and videos. So, but anyways, so we'll see you guys next week. It might be another news show. I might have a guest. We'll see. But and we'll have another. We're getting ready for that the Fantasy Parks draft coming up real soon, and more details are coming on that. So, yeah, point. We need like wah 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 lights, but we'll get that sometime. But all right, guys, have a good weekend. Talk to you guys
Toodles.
Later.